Immigration and US embassies all around the world are looking at your huge age gap between you and your spouse as a marriage fraud. USCIS made a memo as of August 1st, 2025 to investigate every marriage with a huge age gap starting from 10 years and up. If you found yourself in a huge age gap marriage, let's say your spouse is 10 years older than you, 15, 20, 30, 40 years older than you have to know that they're really looking at your marriage as a fraud. To overcome this, especially if you're outside the US, is never easy. If you're in the US, it's much easier to overcome because all you have to do is to take your time to put as much evidence to prove that your marriage is a bona fide. So don't rush into filing. Make sure you put as much evidence as you can and many people to write you affidavits supporting your marriage. But if you are outside the US, it's even harder to prove because what can you prove that yes, your marriage is a bona fide when your spouse is outside the US? You cannot put together the joint lease, joint bank account, joint utility bills, joint tax return. You can't do all that stuff. But this is what you have to do. If your spouse is outside the US and you know that you have a huge age gap, make sure that you visit your spouse as many times before your interview to the embassy. So don't just go one time and think that's gonna cut it. Visit 2, 3, 4, 5 times, as many times as you can go to visit your spouse is really going to prove that this marriage is real. If you don't do that, you are not going to get it. And you might end up being charged with a marriage fraud, which can make it very difficult for you guys to ever get a green card or even ever to come to the US. So if you found yourself in this situation, take your time to put as much evidence as you can to overcome the age gap. If you want to talk to me, make sure you request for a free video consultation so you can see me face to face. So many fake pages impersonating me. My contact, my website are in my bio.